What is going on, guys? Jake Those Hurdles back at it with another Pokemon Go PvP video. And in today's video, Hurdle fam, we're going to be talking about some Kanto Cup. So as you guys know, I like the Great League. Too bad I was struggling in Great League. And you can see my MMR was down bad. But I played 2 to 3 sets of Kanto Cup last night. I went a total of 9-1 plus 3-2, so 12 and 3. Yeah, 12 and 3. Math is really hard. So I went 12 and 3 last night in Kanto Cup after I did Wheel Spin Wednesday off stream because I have COVID, so I'm really tired. So I just wanted to lay in bed and kind of relax when I was playing. And that proved to be a very good decision. So what I've got for you is 5 battles from the set yesterday, from the sets that I played. This is going to be the 5-0 set, just so you guys can see what this team is doing to people, how many sort of brain injuries and pains that this thing is giving. It's giving the brain freeze vibes. So what we're going to do right now is get into the battles. We've got battle number 1 against Wather right here. We're going to be leading Shadow Dragonair into Electro. This is a very positive lead for us because Discharge obviously is not going to be doing too much to us, obviously, because it's not very effective. So we're going to be farming up to Aqua Tail, maybe trying to go up to the Dragon Pulse here, and then hopefully we can grab a shield. So we go up to Dragon Pulse, we're going to throw Aqua Tail, seeing if we can CMP tie with this Muck. I learned that we get to the Dark Pulse and the Aqua Tail at the exact same time, and Muck is going to win that CMP tie. So we get to Aqua Tail here, but I had one advantage, one Dragon Breath advantage because of that Electrode and the 1-turn fast move. So I had my advantage, and that helped me to draw a shield here. So I'm like, okay, I could shield here and farm down, but we're in a pretty good situation because I have Snorlax and I have Lapras. So I'm like, okay, and here's the thing. Shadow Dragonair is so tough that I'm able to get this thing down to about 1 HP. I'm able to come with my Snorlax, get some energy loaded up for the Electro that possibly will come in. Electro does come in, that's great. I can keep it away from my Lapras. And I'm like, alright, I'm going to just throw these Body Slams here. Obviously, Superpower is going to drop my attack and defense. So we're going to be spamming these Body Slams, the Body Slam spam from the Snorlax here. Hoping to get to 2 here before they get to 2 discharges. And I think that is going to be the case because they're farming like crazy. I'm not going to shield, just save that shield for the back with Lapras. And we're chilling. If anything's back there that's not Shadow Machamp, and even then, probably still chilling because we're going to get this Body Slam off here. This will KO. It's going to put us in a really good situation. And we're going to see what's in the back here. They can take down a Shadow Lapras with a shield. It's going to be Marowak, so that's on the no list. And they're going to quit. And that's going to be a GG's for game number 1 of this set. So, game number 2, we've got I don't know what the name was, I forget. So, it's Dragonair into Hypno. This is a positive lead for us, unless they have Ice Punch. So, what we're going to do is count 1, 2, 3, 4, and then switch into Snorlax. We catch the move. Hopefully, it's Ice Punch. Obviously, it's not Focus Blast. We're in pretty good shape there. So, we're going to be just farming this thing. Out comes Graveler. This isn't a problem for us. We have a ton of energy in the back with our Dragonair, so we're just going to go straight Superpower because they're not expecting that. And this is going to KO them almost. If it was Shadow Snorlax, it would KO, but this Snorlax, the normal Snorlax, it will not KO, sadly. So we're going to get the almost KO here. This will not KO us unless it's Stone Edge. It is Stone Edge, so Stone Edge is going to KO our Snorlax, but that's perfectly fine because we get a full farm down here with the Dragonair Shadow. Gets us loaded up for the Hypno that's coming back in. We have a ton of energy. We're not afraid of Hypno, and we want to keep Hypno away from our Lapras. So we have a ton of energy, but we want to try to get it to where it's going to get KO'd from the Aqua Tail. So we're going to Aqua Tail here. Aqua Tail is going to do a pretty good chunk of damage. They're going to shield the first one, and I should have been spamming Aqua Tail again here, but I didn't. So I'm like, okay, I have so much energy. I do not want to lose it. I need to Aqua Tail this thing. What's in the back that can beat my Shadow Lapras? Who knows? So I'm going to get this Aqua Tail off before I faint to the Confusion from the Hypno. And I'm going to be able to farm down the Hypno. So Golem in the back is not good, but here's the problem. They throw way too early. I know that 3 rock throws is going to be a Rock Blast. So I'm not too worried about it. I can no shield that one and then just race to the charge moves here and keep my shield in the back. So we get to a Surf here. That's another Rock Blast, but I do have to shield because I'm within KO range, so that is not good for me. But not too bad because I have one Surf loaded. They do not sneak in a move for some reason, which is kind of crazy because everything's going through nowadays because the game is fixed. But we get that move off. The switch clock's not up yet, so we can go straight Surf here. This will KO the Golem. And we're going to be able to farm down that Hypno in the back probably with our Lapras here because it's about 2 Ice Shards away. And that's going to be a GG in game number 2 of this set in Kanto Cup. Getting into battle number 3 here against one Shifty Midget. We have got the Shadow Dragonair into Alolan Eradicate. Most of these Alolan Eradicates are going to be Bite, so we're going to be fine here in terms of fast move pressure from that Quick Attack variant. So we're going to farm up to our Dragon Pulse here and hopefully just throw some Aqua Tails. Did not get the whole way up, but most people don't know that Dragon Breath counts or proceed to count Dragon Breaths because it's really hard to count those one-turn fast moves. Most people just go by timing, so it's perfectly fine with me. I'm able to get either a farm down with Shadow Dragonair and a bunch of energy for whatever comes in, or I can come in with Lapras and farm that thing down with my Lapras. So we're going to be able to farm down with our Shadow Dragonair. I have a ton of energy loaded. What's going to come out here that can take a Dragon Pulse to the face? I know that Hypno does not want to take this to the chin right here, so we're going to be throwing our Dragon Pulse here, hopefully not shielded, which would be good. So it does shield. Shiny Best Buddy Hypno here. Pretty sweet looking. It's Shadow as well, which is awesome. So we're going to come in with our Snorlax here. We're going to be able to farm the crap out of this thing. I am counting pretty well here. And I'm like, alright, I do not want to get Focus Blasted, so I'm going to start throwing Body Slams here. I think they're at about 4 confusions, which would be less than ideal to get, obviously, Focus Blasted. So we're going to go straight into Lapras here. Lapras is going to be able to throw these super effective Surfs and super effective Ice Shards here. And we're going to no shield everything here because Poison Fang is obviously going to be neutral. And we don't want to shield the first one anyway. We want to shield the second one. So we're going to be racing to that second charge move. Haven't thrown our first one yet, but the first one is going to go through. Hopefully unshielded here. First one is up. First one goes through to a shield. So we're like, okay, I have to shield this. I need to keep this thing away from Hypno, and I need to keep my Snorlax alive in the back because I just feel like I can definitely KO this thing and put pressure on Hypno in the back to throw their energy so they don't Focus Blast me if they do have it. So Surf will KO this Nidoqueen here, and that's going to put me in a win-win situation where this Hypno has to throw their energy, or else they're going to get farms pretty crazy. So I'm kind of lucky they don't have Focus Blast here. I was like, oh, not good, but it's Shadow Hypno, so usually no Focus Blast, usually double punches. So we got Fire Punch, and then we've got another Fire Punch, and at this point I know there's no way it's Focus Blast because they're double stacked on energy. So I know that I'm going to beat them to the next charge move, if that is what it comes down to. If I can't farm down, we get up to the Body Slam as the confusion is coming through that probably would have KO'd me, and that's going to be a well-played GG's in game number 3 of Kanto Cup last night. Awesome, awesome right there. Awesome name. Fly Eagles Fly. We love the birds. I'm a big Eagles fan, so this is kind of awesome. Sorry I have to do this to you, bud. We got Shadow Dragonair into our Ninetales here. Dugong coming up here. The goal is to catch an Icy Wind on our Lapras here. Was one off, which is kind of bad. They're still farming, though, which is awesome. This is the hardest wall to Dugong in the game that you can get, other than the fighters and probably Bastiodon, in terms of just other ice and water types. Because Lapras does obviously knows this Skull Bash, so we're going to be able to Skull Bash this thing, boost our own defense, and get this thing ready for the back. So these Icy Winds are obviously going to be doing not very effective damage, resisting this the whole way. And we're going to farm 1 extra energy here just so we can get close to a Surf. I somehow missed some bubbles there. I just apparently wasn't paying attention. So our goal here is to just farm a ton of energy, not too worried about getting my attack dropped because I know that I don't need this Lapras for much in the back. So I'm going to just no shield here. Just keep letting this thing kind of throw icy winds here. I want to have at least 2 surfs, because no matter what's coming in, they're not going to want to surf, and they're not going to want to skull bash. So I'm going to try to time it up so I can throw this thing before they icy wind me again. Obviously, mistime that. Dugong's going to win the CMP tie. They're going to icy wind me again. And, oh, scratch out. Water Pulse. Oof. They Water Pulse me. I'm going to get the surf off. This is going to KO. And if it doesn't, I'm still going to get a big farm now once again. To be ready for that back line. So this is going to KO, and they bring out Ninetales. So I'm like, okay, I definitely just want a straight surf here. Even if it is debuffed, it's still doing super effective damage. This is going to be really big. It's Shadow Lapras. Shadow Lapras doesn't get debuffed because it's still doing about half damage. And I know that I still have Dragonair that's going to win this matchup pretty easily in the back. So I can let this Ninetales sort of farm me down, which is good. So I go straight into my Dragonair because I want to do a combo play here. And then I know that I can probably get a shield or feint this thing down here. And I do get the shield. And then in the back is Lapras. So I'm like, okay, this is not ideal. But I do have a double shielded Snorlax. The goal is to obviously get up to Dragon Pulse here. Obviously I cannot do that because the Ice Shards are ripping me apart. So we're just going to Aqua Tail here. It's still going to do a pretty good chunk of damage for it being resisted because it's Shadow Dragonair. And obviously we're just going to go straight into our Snorlax here. We're not going to need too much in terms of charge move pressure here. I'm going to choose to shield the first one, I believe, because if I'm them, I would Skull Bash first. They do Skull Bash first, which is really good. So I'm just going to farm a ton of energy because I know they're not doubling down on Skull Bash anytime soon. I'm going to go until I think they're about to get to another one. And I get my Body Slam off, which should KO. And if not, I'm going to have a couple licks to get in before I can KO this Ninetales, which is great. So I'm going to try to catch a move on my Lapras. I fail. It's okay. It happens. So in this situation, I'm not going to shield the first one because I think that they're going to be baiting the overheat here. And it turns out that I was correct. Weather Ball comes out here. I still have the shield in the back, which is great. They're at another Weather Ball. No choice here for them but to throw. I have to shield, obviously, because Weather Ball is still going to do a pretty good chunk of damage. Put me in farm down range. And I know that this Body Slam is going to almost KO and put them in farm down range so that I can get a win in this battle. So the Body Slam is going to go through. And they're going to be in about 3-lick territory for the farm down. It's going to be a GG in game number 4 of my sets last night in Kanto Cup. Getting into game number 5 right here, we've got a bad lead. We haven't really seen many of these tonight, so we got Dragonair into the Alolan Sandslash. So obviously I'm going to just farm a little bit, try to catch an Ice Punch on my Lapras here. And I do, which is really great. Catch an Ice Punch on the Lapras. And off the shield here, which is great. And I can sort of farm this Alolan Sandslash a little bit. We're just going to be launching these Surfs here. Obviously, Skull Bash is not going to do super effective damage. Neither is Surf, but the good neutral damage is important. So in this situation, I'm going to go straight Skull Bash. Because this will put this thing near KO range. Because Shadow Lapras is a big boy. So this is really good. Puts me in a situation where I can farm them down and hopefully flip switch advantage. So ideally, we are going to shield this if it's superpower. Then their attack and defense is going to drop, so I can farm them down. First one is going to be superpower, which is really good. That means that I'm going to get that farm down and not have to shield another move. So I have a ton of energy. I flip switch advantage, which is really good because I want to keep that Sandslash away from my Dragonair Shadow. And out comes the Marowak. So I'm like, oh my gosh, you're in shambles. I literally have this game won. It's so easy because I can put my Dragonair Shadow on this Marowak, which is great. And I can just throw these Surfs, get these shields down, which is amazing. It's Shadow Lapras. I'm not debuffed at all. So this is going to do at least 75% damage because Shadow Lapras, once again, is a big boy. Here comes the Surf, goes unshielded. These Ice Shards are still doing pretty good damage here. We're going to choose not to shield because we can farm this thing down with our Dragonair. So we're in really good shape. They Shadow Bone me too, which is awesome. We're going to wait the switch clock out just a little bit here. And then we're going to go in and try to farm down here. We're going to go straight into Snorlax. Obviously, we catch another move, which is awesome. We don't have to shield this because we need to save the shields in the back for Dragonair Shadow. Dragonair Shadow can put that fast move pressure on, which is great. And This is a Powder Snow variant, so they're doing fast move damage here. Once again, no shields. Save the shields for Shadow Dragonair, which is really good. Unshielded Shadow Dragonair is a bad Shadow Dragonair, but if you give it shields, it's incredible. So in this situation, I'm going to go Body Slam first to see if I can get a bait. Worst case scenario, I still get a better farm down with my Shadow Dragonair. So there's a win-win situation. They don't shield, perfectly fine with me. Also, I can farm them down with my Snorlax, so I'm going to decide, okay, no shield, the energy's gone. It's going to take me like 2 Dragon Breaths to KO this thing, even though it's going to be not very effective. There's the 2 Dragon Breaths. I'm locked and loaded for the Marowak in the back. I can throw an Aqua Tail here. Probably just need to farm down, but Aqua Tail comes through. They're probably going to shield this thing if they want to stay alive. And they're going to choose to not shield because it's going to be a GG in the back for that set of Kanto Cup. And once again, guys, if you want to check out more of these battles, follow me on Twitter at JakeThoseHurdles. As you can see, I went 5-0. This put my win streak up to 9, so that was my longest win streak this season. Getting that Metatite is really great because I don't have my Metacham built yet, which is awesome. I had really a lot of fun playing this team. I'm going to be playing it tonight on stream at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time on Twitch. So if you guys want to get me on Twitch, my Twitch is going to be twitch.tv/hurdlesttv. That's where you guys can find me at, twitch.tv/hurdlesttv. And obviously, I netted like a plus 70 gain right there. So guys, you should try this team out if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you guys enjoy this video. And if you want more videos and stuff like that, follow me on Twitch, HurdlesTTV. Follow me on Twitter, at JakeThoseHurdles. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, Hurdle fam.